Welcome, Virgo, to your mid-month reading for February. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, see what's going on in your energy, Virgo. Your thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. And happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Okay, spreading the love. Spread the love, spread the love. Okay, let's see. Virgo. This is with your thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. Beautiful Virgo card coming out. So you decided that you're going to do some reflection work, dig deep, and find the answers. Very nice. Hey, I need an answer to the solution. I'm going to dig deep. So sitting in your hermit mode at this time, trying to reflect on the answers and getting the answers for yourself. Very beautiful in its own way. See, Hermit is not a bad card. It's actually a very beautiful card, and especially for you, Virgo, because that is the way you do things. So, very reclusive. Going to go recluse yourself for a while so that you can energize. Find the answers. Ooh, find the answers to the fertility. Fertility is the same as the Empress, so all this prosperity, all the things that you love, really going in to find the things that you love so that you can open up yourself. And once you get out of that dark place, that's a lonely place for yourself, right? This is not just like depression, I'm hiding. No. This is the place that I go to energize, to refresh. You're going to come out beautiful with the Empress, and that's pretty much why you went in. People want to call it in hiding. If that's the way they want to see it, then take it how it is, right? I could be reading a book. You don't know what I'm doing, right? Reading, energizing, thinking, reflecting. So getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the present, the near past, and the near future. And remember, this fertility is the overall message for the whole reading. So it'll be definitely talking about that. Look at that. You're going in to have some nostalgia. You're going in reflecting and looking at the past memories, reflecting on past memories, reflecting on things. And that's good. That's good because that way you can work through your stepping stones. It's almost like these candles are your stepping stones. Figuring things out. Recent past. Sacrifice is upside down. It feels like you didn't want to self-sacrifice anything at this time. You were like, hey, you know what? I don't want to transition at this moment. Maybe there was something that was holding you back. Maybe that's why you ended up over here. It was because you weren't taking the self-sacrifice. You were keeping yourself stuck. And it's the same as a hangman card. So you were keeping yourself stuck to the tree, and not doing the self-sacrifice, right? So I don't want to really self-sacrifice anything or think about transitioning. You just weren't ready. That's really what it feels like. You weren't ready. But when you come out of this, you are going to be ready for the love begins. And that's where your heart chakra is really pumping it out. Talking about that love. Transforming yourself over here. Okay. So it's like a new beginning coming for you once you get out of hermit mode. So going straight to the past, why didn't you want to self-sacrifice? Kind of already have the answer in my head. I'm really feeling like the reason you didn't self-sacrifice was because you weren't sure if it was worth it. I think that's why you're in hermit mode. You're not sure what you love. If this person is worth the time. I feel like that's what it is. Like, I could do this, but I don't know if I really want to give that to them. Maybe it's an ex. Ten of Swords. You had the faith and the belief. Yeah, the King of Staffs. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. It could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius card. So we're going to call him Sag for now. Saying, hey, you know what, Virgo? Do you want to self-sacrifice for this? But you have the self-assurance at this time in the past that, you know what? I know that the King of Staffs is strong, powerful, and can do things. They have their own authority about them. And this is this person. This person is very authoritative. They had everything going for them. Could even be a military person, or somebody like police officer, firefighter, something of this nature. And you felt that they were strong enough. You felt that you didn't need to go doing anything for them. And you didn't believe that they were going to do anything for you. Why else would you not self-sacrifice? If they had all the authority and all the power, what do they need you for? I'm not going to self-sacrifice myself when you are always in control, because there's not going to have any balance. So you're just keeping the faith to yourself, saying, we'll try to do what we need to do. Yeah, 2 of Staffs. Looking out for your own dreams, because it feels like the King of Staffs was only looking out for themselves. Why am I going to self-sacrifice for you if you're really looking out for yourself? If you're not really 100% involving me, why do I want to self-sacrifice? So what? Did they move? Did they travel away and they wanted you to follow in their footsteps? Hey, look, I'm moving to Missouri, from Louisiana. You want to follow me? Why? There's nothing there for me, and you are not doing anything for me. So why would I self-sacrifice my job, my career, my life for you when you're not there for me? Yeah, you don't show me the love. You show the love more to yourself. This person has more self-love for themselves than they show for you. So you're not going to self-sacrifice anything. You're not going to take that huge transition. I think at one time you thought about it. Of course you thought about it with the 2 of Staffs. That's why you came to the conclusion not to self-sacrifice. Here we go, though. So this is where the love does not go. Because you're not seeing the love from the King of Staffs the way you want him to. Whether it's male or female, it doesn't matter. Maybe they're power hungry. Who knows? And you're not. You just want to be comfortable. You have the memories of love. This could be the ex coming back. Did they come back? We're in Mercury retrograde right now, my friends, just in case you didn't know. And it's kind of my fault. I didn't tell you. I wasn't thinking about it, right? I was doing schoolwork and doing this with the kids, and I didn't think about it. And then all of a sudden, it came to me the other day. I was like, wow, we have a lot of exes coming back. Oh, crap, we're in Mercury retrograde already. I wasn't even thinking about it. So, yes, we're in Mercury retrograde, and it makes so much sense. So, here we go, right? Memories of love. Here comes that ex. Is this why you're in hermit mode? They come back to what? Want to show you the love of the prosperity of themselves. You could even be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. It doesn't have to be a fire sign, of course. It could even be a Gemini. But the point is here comes that memories of love. So, yeah, you're going into hermit mode. You're nostalgically thinking about this. Why? Because here comes the King of Wands. Oh my gosh. Here they come. Mercury retrograde. 8 of Cups. Oh, they're telling you how successful they are and how wonderful they are. And you're kind of thinking about how it used to be. The funny thing about this card, though, is you guys, I don't know if you can see this, but it's kind of funny because it's like you got the 8 of Cups, right? And it's like everything's stable for you, but it's almost like this cup up here is falling over. And it's kind of like the way you're kind of seeing things like, well, we had everything, but the love was kind of tipsy-turvy, and that cup's getting ready to fall, so it wasn't wonderful. And I think you're kind of seeing it this way, right? You're really digging deep within that 8 of Cups, trying to think, well, I don't know. And now they want to come back. And I think they're like trying to show you how successful they are. And you're like, that's fine. I'm successful too. I've had my own transitions. I've had everything. But this is like the perfect timing for them to come back. And this is what's very interesting to me. Why do I feel there's this perfect timing? What is it for? Why? Is it to, show you something? What is it showing me? What is most needed from this? What am I getting out of this? What knowledge and resources do I need to get out of this feeling? Did they write me? Did they talk to me? Am I just thinking about them because it's Mercury retrograde? Did their name come up from somebody? To get how it resonates, but something triggered this memory of this love of this King of Staffs. Was it a dream? Could have just been a dream. 7 of Coins in reverse. 10 of Coins. It was almost like to the point where if I would have went with them, the things that I know now, I would have not have had the satisfaction and the achievements that I have today. And that's really what's coming up. If I would have went with them, I would not be where I am today. So if there's any pain or anything in there that keeps you still thinking and wondering what happened to the King of Staffs, or why, you know, I thought we loved each other so much, but there wasn't enough love for the connection, but something came up, could just be Mercury retrograde in itself. Like I said, through a dream, somebody talking, however, them actually coming back. The thing that you're really aware of right now is, I think there's some like hurt and some pain because you really wanted them. But I think you're coming to the conclusion that I stayed where I had to stay and I didn't self-sacrifice, because if I would have went with them and changed everything, I wouldn't have what I have. That's really what this is about. It's almost like the universe making you understand that you have more prosperity now. There was no prosperity here. It's a challenge. That's what it was. It was a challenge. It was a test. Oh my God, it was a test. And with Mercury retrograde, we all know it's a test, because that's what Mercury retrograde is. So it's testing you. I'm telling you, some of you, they came back, and the universe is testing you to go back and say, hey, you know what? Do you want to take the King of Staffs back? But remember, it's test. Yeah, Page of Coins, here they come. I'm telling you, you guys, they came back. They're testing you. The universe is telling you, look back, do reflections. If you go with this King of Staffs, remember the way it was. Remember, it's a test. It's challenging you because you knew there wasn't enough love, but there was something within them, something about them, right, that keeps you tethered to them. You know, it's like, yeah, I know we didn't really have enough love together, but my God, look at him or her. I love that person. I don't know, but I just knew that there was something deep inside that I couldn't self-sacrifice myself, because I know they were arrogant and they love self more than myself. But oh my, you know, and there could even be this piece inside of you like, well, I have my stuff together now, you know, and they got their stuff together. Maybe we could make this work. I don't know. It's a test. So it's almost like it's challenging you to think, because here they come. And I'm telling you, that's them. They're saying, hey, you want to, I'm back in town. You want to go out and do this and that. Now, that doesn't mean you can't go out with them and do something with them, but remember the test. Remember, what did you grow out of this? What did you learn from the King of Staffs? Because there was something learned, right? You learned how to stand on your own 2 feet. You learned how to be prosperous. You learned how to take care of yourself. Something like this. You learned not to allow there it is again. Hangman. You learned to self-sacrifice for yourself, not for just them. So now you're in meditation mode and you're kind of hanging around going, okay, yeah. Yep. So you've learned self-love. You've learned something. You've learned how to move on, not feeling any kind of codependencies or anything, right? However it is. Yeah. 5 of Cups, unrequited love. You've learned that the love that you had together was not the kind of love you cannot. Oh, it could have been the other way around though too. Maybe you thought it was love, but you realized maybe it was obsessive love. Maybe you realized it was lust, and you realized that it's unrequited love, either from them and they didn't know how to 100% love, or maybe you thought you were in love and you thought that's what love was supposed to be, and then you realized now, you know what, that wasn't real love. It was like an obsession, puppy love, something of this nature, and it's really unrequited love. Maybe it's both for both of you. Maybe it was a young love that, you know, you guys don't really understand what real love is, and so now you understand that. So think of what the challenge is and what the, you know, what you've learned and grow, you know, and grew from, and how you've grown since being with the King of Staffs, right? Oh my gosh, Mercury retrograde tests. The Emperor, love begins, yes, and it's come to the point to where it's the Emperor. And it's like the love begins because I have all this power and I am my own emperor now. I don't need anyone's help. I don't need pretend love. You know, take it how it resonates. You are the emperor. Yes, and you have many things going on with you. You might even have the love of an Aquarius right now, Virgo. And you might even be feeling like, you know what, I'm starry-eyed about someone else, so I really don't want this person coming in. And maybe you are starry-eyed about an Emperor, an Aries or a Taurus, or maybe Aries, Taurus cusp. And, you know, I'm starry-eyed about this person. I don't need this King of Staffs coming back, right? I'm working on, you know, where the love really begins, and I know where the love really begins. Because I've learned with the star on what true love is. And it feels to me, yeah, it feels to me, you guys, like it's either with a Gemini, an Aquarius, Libra, or this Aries, Taurus. And it does feel this way. It feels like I've learned how to communicate true love. I've learned to grow. I know what things are because of the star card has taught me. I've already healed from the King of Staffs. You know what I mean? Like I've done all these things and I've grown so beautiful. And it does feel like for a lot of you, the love begins because you're already starry-eyed about someone else. Yeah, the King of Cups. But this person keeps coming in and offering you cups, and it could be a Scorpio. This King of Staffs doesn't have to be a fire sign, my friends. It's just the way they're very powerful and the energy they're taking on. It could literally be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. I have Cancer over here twice. It doesn't have to be, it could be anybody, right? But the point is they're still offering you cups. They want to communicate with you. They want to fix this because it feels like that's all they're doing too, is thinking about you. It could have been a karmic relationship where you guys had to learn from each other and then learn how to separate and grow somewhere else. That's part of life. But they are definitely offering you cups of love, but you're not accepting the cups of love, okay? Because you have the realizations that you don't want it to end up the same way it was before. And you also have the realizations that you have an Empress. Whoa. Booyah. But not only do you have an Empress, you are the Empress, okay? But I also feel like, here's the big point, right? I already have someone that I see as my king or my queen. Okay, and those of you who don't have someone else, it's just having the realizations that you are your own prosperities. I don't need you. Maybe a lot of you are happy being single, you know, and you're like, I'm happy being single and I'm doing myself and I'm, thank you very much though. It's very nice you're starry-eyed about me, but no, I really don't need this. And yeah, a lot of you are just like, no, I have an Empress at home. I have an Emperor at home. I got the Emperor and the Empress. So maybe you feel like you already met your soulmate and you need to let this person know, I'm sorry, I already have a soulmate at home. I don't need you. Right? I mean, how beautiful is that? Because that's really what it's going to come down to. And you're just going to have them understand, no, I'm sorry, I already have my Ace of Cups. My cups are full. But it was nice seeing you. Thanks for making me think about you. But I think that where I am, you know, the person I have now is really where I need to be. I really don't want to lose this person over you. But they are going to make you think about it because that's Mercury retrograde's way of challenging you. And it could be the challenge of two. Right? Challenging you between the two. Are they challenging you between, right, this person and that person? And then you come to a conclusion, no, actually I'm fine. Actually, I like who I'm with. Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. Did you pick Mr. and Mrs. Right? Well, yes, I did. Yes, I did. And it could even be an Aquarius, right? Oh, so they said, we already said Aquarius once, huh? So, however, it's like, no. And that's what the challenge is. It's kind of like the universe testing you to say, hey, do you want to go back to the old, or would you like to keep the one that you got now? No, I'm good. And for those of you who don't have anybody else, it's like, I'm single, I'm happy, I'm beautiful, and I'm starry-eyed about myself, but thanks very much. You know? It's like, who's Mr. and Mrs. Right? Myself. I'm fine. I'm good. So. Yeah, but they really, right now, they really got you in your head, though. I mean, you're in that hermit mode. You are reflecting on all the issues. They've really got you up there. Really in your head. Yeah, just listen to your intuition. You guys got this. You know exactly where you want to be. And the situation will improve. And you're just going to come out with this idea. And I don't understand why you haven't said anything to them yet. I think it's just because you're still thrown. This could have been a long time ago. Maybe they threw you for like the biggest loop ever. I mean, they could have been from like college days or something. Maybe they threw you for a big loop. And maybe they just came out like trying to be your friend, right? So they haven't even said anything yet about like love and opportunity and all this yet. So you're just like being friendly with them. Yeah. Totally being friendly. Just like, oh yeah, how are you doing? And then you have all these memories and you're like, oh my God, they have me stuck in my head. And then all of a sudden in the near future, which I do believe it was in a few months from now, they will actually come out and say, hey, you want to, could be Valentine's Day, you want to go out for Valentine's Day, and you're like, oh, no, I've got someone else. Maybe you hadn't even gotten to the piece yet about having someone else. Hey, when you got yourself stuck inside your head, it's not like everything in the world is going to come out. You're still trying to figure out, why did you find me on Facebook or social media? Or how did you find me at my house? What are you doing here? And there's all these other questions. You haven't even gotten to the point where it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I already have a significant other. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that because I'm so busy over here thinking, how the hell did you get here? And what do you want? That's years ago, right? So, okay, my friends, and that was it for you. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.